Hello medicos, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be discussing about this very important topic, that is hypersensitivity reactions. But before that, just giving you a brief description that there are 4 types of hypersensitivity reactions, that is type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. The type 1 hypersensitivity reaction is also known as the IgE mediated hypersensitivity reaction, right? And it occurs within 1 hour. Then we have type 2 hypersensitivity. It is also known as the antibody mediated hypersensitivity reaction, and the mediators are IgG or IgM antibody, right? And it occurs within hours to days. Then in type 3 hypersensitivity reaction, it is also known as the antigen antibody complex mediated hypersensitivity reaction. So you can see there's an immune complex which will be acting against the system, right? So it is an immune complex mediated and it occurs within 1 to 3 weeks. Then we have type 4 hypersensitivity, which is T cell mediated, also known as the delayed type hypersensitivity reaction, which occurs within days to weeks. So now let's just discuss about the examples of each of them. First of all, the type 1 hypersensitivity reaction. So the examples under this, we have asthma, and remember all of these are IgE mediated. Okay, so asthma, hay fever, allergic rhinitis and dermatitis, anaphylaxis, Cassoni's test and food allergy, these are all the examples of type 1 hypersensitivity reaction. Now let's come to type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. Now to remember type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, you can remember this mnemonic, that is my blood group is Rh positive. Okay, so what let's just decode this mnemonic. My M for myasthenia gravis. Okay, B for blood transfusion related reactions. G for Graves' disease and Goodpasture's disease. I for immune thrombocytopenia, ITP, and immune hemolytic anemia. Okay, R for rheumatic fever and rheumatic heart disease. H for hyperacute, please note here it is hyperacute graft rejection. And one second, let me just write here P for positive. Okay, so positive, so it is P for pernicious anemia, and pemphigus vulgaris. So with the help of this mnemonic, that is my blood group is Rh positive, you can learn these examples for hypersensitivity type 2, and do not forget that hyperacute is a type 2 reaction. Okay, let's move forward. Now for type 3 hypersensitivity reaction, you can learn the examples with the mnemonic SHARP. So let's decode this also. S for serum sickness, and S for SLE. H for hinoxinoline purpura. A for Arthus reaction. R for reactive arthritis, and P for polyarthritis nodosa and post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis. Okay, so these are the examples for type 3 hypersensitivity reaction. Now let's come to type 4 hypersensitivity reactions. Definitely no antibodies involved here, right? It is completely T cell mediated, a delayed type of hypersensitivity. One thing that you can remember here is which is the most important cytokine involved. So the most important cytokine which is involved in type 4 hypersensitivity is interferon gamma, or interleukin 12. Okay, interferon gamma or interleukin 12. Now let's just discuss about the examples. So we have Steven-Johnson syndrome, tuberculin test, lepramin test, sarcoidosis, granulomas. Now here, acute and chronic graft rejection. So the hyperacute type of graft rejection was a type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, but acute and chronic type of graft rejection is a type 4 hypersensitivity reaction. Contact dermatitis, rheumatoid arthritis, graft versus host disease, and lepra reaction type 1. Just for the extra edge, lepra reaction type 2 is a type 3 hypersensitivity reaction. Okay, lepra reaction type 2 is an example of type 3, and type 1 is an example of type 4, right? And one more thing, that in case of rheumatoid arthritis, it is more of a type 4 than type 3. So if you are like occurring for competitive examinations and you get both of these options for rheumatoid arthritis, it is type 4 more than type 3. Okay, and this I've already told you, acute and chronic are both type 4. Okay, I hope you understood it well, and if you have any doubts, please ask me in the comment sections, and do let me know what all other topics you are more interested in. Thank you. Please keep watching and do subscribe to my channel.